The Red Sox are officially saying, here comes the youth. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red Seat Radio. My name is Corbin, and hopefully this is a start of a trend for the end of the season for the Boston Red Sox, because recently someone on the Red Sox AAA affiliate just had their dream come true by getting the call to Major League Baseball. So what we are doing in the second video of the day is we are going to be breaking down who got called up, why they were called up, and what this could mean for the Boston Red Sox. Plus, we're also going to be talking about who was DFA'd to make room and what that means for this team. Thank you all very much for clicking on this one. Let's get into the video. So if you haven't heard the news yet already, the player we are talking about today, it was announced just a couple of hours ago, is reliever Luis Guerrero, who has been officially promoted from AAA Worcester to make his Major League debut. And Guerrero is a really interesting story because while he was born in the Dominican Republic, he did spend time being raised in Boston and ended up playing for the Brockton Sox back in 2020 at the age of 19. Now, obviously, with everything that went on during the year 2020 in the United States and really the world in general, he was not able to finish out this season, but he was able to be drafted by the Boston Red Sox in the 17th round. He's made his way through the minor league system from there, and there have been some really solid seasons from him. Last year, in fact, he was a future star in Major League Baseball, heading to the Future Stars All-Star Game with an ERA in AA at 1.81 with a 3.36 FIP and a 10.69 K per nine. He struggled a bit with his promotion to AAA last year, but has settled into AAA really nicely this season. Guerrero currently has a 3.31 ERA with a bit higher 4.34 FIP, and he's striking out a third of the batters he's facing this season with a strikeout rate of 33%. Walks have always been a bit interesting with Luis Guerrero, and this season they are pretty high at 13.4%, which partially explains the higher FIP, but it is lower than it was at any point last year, which is a really encouraging sign. It's definitely the one thing that stands out in a negative kind of way with Guerrero's game. He's currently striking out about 2.5 batters to every walk he has. That is not a fantastic ratio, but he's managed to keep the damage to a minimum, and a lot of it has to do with that swing and miss stuff. In fact, he has been solid basically this entire season, but absolutely killing it in August. According to Red Sox stats on Twitter, of the 51 batters he's faced in August, he has a strikeout rate of 45%. Almost half the batters he is facing at the AAA level in August this season, he's striking them out. He has a 41% whiff rate on swings and a 23% hard hit rate. Basically, this dude is going out there and he is getting a ton of swing and miss. In fact, it is the most swing and miss in the entire sport right now amongst AAA relievers. So for the month of August, he has quite literally been one of the best relievers in the entire sport, and that has led to a 2.51 ERA and a 2.58 FIP. In terms of what he's going to bring to the table for the Red Sox now that he's been promoted, he has a 3-pitch mix this year, but the big one is the fastball. That one sits around 98 miles an hour, and it could top out around 100 miles an hour. Career-wise, he's been pretty wild with it. It can tend to be hittable because he tends to miss in the zone. However, again, you look back to what he's been doing this month, and he's been getting a ton of swing and miss on it because he's been able to control it much better. The true wipeout pitch for Luis Guerrero is his splitter. It's basically a really slow pitch that drops out of the zone and gets a ton of swing and miss because it's about 15 miles per hour less than what his fastball comes in at with the same release. He also has a slider on top of that has some pretty solid horizontal and vertical movement. SoxProspects.com, the best place to go for prospect information, labels it as a 10-4 slider, which is essentially horizontal movement with a little bit of vertical mixed in. So what you're going to be getting from Guerrero at the major league level is a dude who throws absolute gas with a wipeout splitter. If you can get that splitter to work in major leagues, you're talking about a really high caliber prospect. On top of all of that, he's a really solid dude. Outside of the camera work that I do in AAA, when I'm talking to new pitchers that come into this organization, or really pitchers in general who have either been promoted or been there for a little bit, when I ask them, hey, who's the guy that you bounce ideas off of? Who's the one you talk to, a lot of them mention Luis Guerrero's name. He's a very, very considerate person. He's a hard worker as well. That could be backed up by SoxProspects.com that has very, very similar things to say about him. I don't know if that has a whole lot to do with his promotion. Obviously, the hard work he's put in absolutely has got him to this point, but I just want to share that little tidbit because I do think it's important to know what type of player he is off the field as well. Pardon the interruption, folks. I apologize, but if you are enjoying this video, do me a favor. Make sure you guys have hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're new here, we talk Red Sox content almost every single day. Also, make sure you guys have hit the like button on this video as well. Just helps these videos out a ton. It's the best way you can let me know you're enjoying the content. Again, apologize for the inconvenience. Let's get back to the video. And I'm excited for this promotion for a couple of reasons. The first one is because of the fact that this is a young, excited player to be getting up to professional baseball, or I should say Major League Baseball, right? The Red Sox bullpen situation right now is, well, we'll just use the word depressing because it hasn't been fun to watch this Red Sox bullpen lately. Maybe this is someone who comes in, he's hungry, he's ready to go and bring some life to this Red Sox bullpen. The second reason I really like this is because this could be a glimpse of what the future of the Sox bullpen looks like. The Red Sox have been high on this guy for a little bit. We talked about what he could look like in Major League Baseball. This could be someone we are seeing for the first time that ends up being an impactful player for this Red Sox team over the next couple of years. And on top of that, it's a different look. It's something completely different that we can look forward to going into 2025. In order to get him onto the 40-man roster, Boston Red Sox DFA'd Rich Hill. Now, I do feel bad for Rich. He signed the contract. He got his time in Major League Baseball, but it just simply was not working out. It's a bit more exciting to me to watch a guy like Luis Guerrero get a shot at the Major League level than have to watch Rich Hill, who's probably not even going to play Major League Baseball next season, get some important innings on this Red Sox team. Now, in terms of what he's probably going to be used as, I would mostly guess for the time being, it's going to be probably pretty low leverage roles until he can earn the trust to get some high leverage situations. I wouldn't expect him to be a very long inning reliever. He hasn't been his entire career, and so what that probably means are innings like the 5th inning, 1 out, and they're trying to get to the 6th, or 6th inning, no outs, they're trying to get to the 7th, basically 2/3 to 1/3 of an inning appearances each time. And the third reason I really like this move, and I'm excited for it, is because by the end of this year, Luis Guerrero is going to be Rule 5 eligible, meaning the Red Sox could lose him in this year's Rule 5 draft. By adding him to the 40-man roster, in my opinion, at this point in the season, they're either A, making a decision that he's going to be someone they are going to hold on to through this Rule 5 draft, or B, this is a bit of a tryout of sorts, right? They can always remove him from the 40-man roster. Obviously, I believe that would take a DFA at this point, which means they probably lose him anyways, but this is someone that they could throw out there and say, okay, this could be someone that impacts 2025, and this could be someone we want to see in a Red Sox uniform for years to come. What do we have to lose at this point? Let's see what he's got in Major League Baseball. I like that philosophy. I like the idea of trying to figure out some of the situations you're going to be dealing with this winter, and there's a ton of guys on that Rule 5 draft, by the way, but trying to figure those guys out with the rest of the season you have, to me, feels like a really smart idea. So overall, I'm extremely excited for Luis Guerrero. I think it's an absolutely cool story. The guy is making his Major League debut with his hometown team, which is absolutely fascinating to me. I love when that happens. I can't even imagine the feelings that Luis Guerrero is going through. He's got a really impressive story getting to this level at all with everything that's happened with his legs. So to see the success he's had has already been incredible, and I'm excited to see what he looks like for the Red Sox, if anything, just to start getting a glimpse of the future. I hope this isn't the last promotion the Boston Red Sox make, because they have a lot of exciting players who could be impactful for 2025, and this is the perfect time to give them a little bit of experience before they get thrown in head first next season. So hopefully this isn't the last promotion we are talking about before the end of the season. But until we see any more of those, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this? Are you excited? Are you not excited? Do you care at all? What are your thoughts on the promotion of Luis Guerrero? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you made it to the end of this video, do me a favor. Make sure you guys have hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're new here, we talk Red Sox content almost every single day. Also, make sure you guys have hit the like button on this video as well. It just helps these videos out a ton. It's the best way you can let me know you're enjoying the content. As always, if you want to listen instead of watch these episodes, all you got to do is head over to your favorite podcasting app and look up Red Seat Radio. Thank you all very much for clicking on this one, and I will see you in the Red Seats.